Susana Martinez, Democrat group, urges New Mexico governor to break silence on Trump. That's number 3. Yeah, there was another riot at a Trump rally in New Mexico last night. The drive-bys are trying to portray it as a protest, but it was the usual leftist suspects rioting. And it didn't affect Trump. I mean, they got inside. Trump dealt with them the way he deals with all of these protesters. He was unfazed. He was not impeded at all in getting his message out. And Mrs. Clinton has decided to pick up Elizabeth Warren as a surrogate. You know something, folks? I have to tell you, we have the sound bites coming up here, but I'll show you. Elizabeth Warren went out there and attacked Trump for Hillary. And just here, putting my objective analyst hat on, it was good, particularly when compared to Hillary. I think the more they have Elizabeth Warren out there, the more buyer's remorse there's going to be on the Democrat side that she's not the nominee or that crazy Bernie's not the nominee. Now, don't misunderstand. I'm not suggesting that Elizabeth Warren is right or anything. It's just that she sounded much more genuine and much more real and actually, I think, had more credibility. As I put myself in the shoes of a liberal watching this, I mean, Hillary's asleep compared to Elizabeth Warren or Bernie Sanders. She's going through the motions of it. She's sleepwalking. You know, Hillary is in one of these defensive modes where you don't want to say the wrong thing, so you shut up. Plus, Hillary knows the more she talks, the worse her numbers get. The more she shows up, the worse her numbers get. The less we hear from her, the better her numbers get. That's demonstrably true. But nevertheless, Trump was unfazed. He said, hey, did you see they sent Pocahontas out to attack me? Can you see Paul Ryan doing that? Can you see Mitt Romney doing it? Can you see George W. Bush or Jeb Bush? Hey, they sent Pocahontas out to attack me. Yeah, Pocahontas. You know what they call her? Because she said she's an Indian. She wanted to get special treatment at Harvard. So she said she had the high cheekbones of an Indian. So we call her Pocahontas. I mean, he's just unfazed. Whatever they hit him with, Trump's philosophy, if I'm wounded or if I think I'm wounded, I'm going to fix the wound. I'm going to unwound myself. And these people, remember where the Dems and the media come from on this. Everybody is subject to their training. Everybody becomes a prisoner to their conditioning. And on the Democrat side, one of the things, whether they know it or not, that they have become conditioned to is Republican incompetence and ineptitude in replying to allegations and charges. They are used to getting away with it. They are used to the media standing by them. So your average Democrat candidate can, like Dingy Harry, can go out and accuse Romney of not having paid taxes because some invisible friend told him. And the media says, well, what was your proof? I don't need proof. You need to go ask Romney. Why hasn't he paid his tax? And they dutifully marched off and began to ask Romney why he hadn't paid his taxes. Same thing with Romney and the war on women. Romney's in the middle of a debate, doesn't know what's going on. George Stephanopoulos asking about contraception. What? Yeah, what do you think about contraception? Blah, 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 blah. No, George. Bam. Answer, war on women was born. So the Democrats, my contention is my theory, Democrats and the liberals get used to being able to get away with this stuff. They can't help it. It's part of their conditioning. They level an allegation to the Republicans, the media pick it up and amplify it, and the Republicans stumble around trying to figure out how to reply to it, usually turning to us on talk radio to limit the damage. But they don't know what to do themselves, so they just sit around and ignore it. Well, that doesn't happen. Now, they launch their salvos like they have become conditioned to getting away with. So Hillary sits out, starts insulting Trump about how he profiteered during the housing crisis. And Hillary and her buddies, I'm sure, think that that's going to be the end of it. They're going to launch this devastating attack on Trump. And the media is going to amplify and back up that attack on Trump. And Trump, the Republicans, are not going to know what to do about it. And even if they do reply, the media is not going to cover it. So they'll get away with shaping the narrative. But Trump does reply, and the media does carry what he says against their own instincts. They don't want to, but they do. They cover Trump 24/7. They don't want to, they don't like to, but they do it. And so Elizabeth Warren had all of this stuff thrown right back at her, and Hillary is having this stuff thrown right back at her. They are not accustomed to it. They do not have the experience or the condition of the third reply. They get away with the initial charge and the subsequent Republican silence and embarrassment and Republican prayers that nobody will hear it and it'll all go away. Trump hears it, replies, throws the ball back in the Democrat court, in this case Hillary or Elizabeth Warren, and they don't have a lot of experience dealing with the third reply. Now, they'll get with it, but it's, everybody's a product of their conditioning. And this is going to come back to harm the Democrats because their conditioning for years, for decades, is they get away with this stuff. For example, they can go around and they can talk about Romney back in prep school, giving a guy an underwear noogie. How many years ago was that? 40? They can go back and they can talk about Romney putting the family dog on the top of the station wagon. And it's covered and it's gone and researched, and long stories about Romney's history in prep school and the fact that he was a little rich kid and how he got away with all this stuff. Reams and reams of stories. And yet when somebody wants to talk about the Bill Clinton 90s, the CNN hosts circle the wagons, shut the guests down. No, we're not going there. It's old news. It's tawdry. We're not reliving. Why not? Why don't you want to relive? I mean, there's no limit on what in a Republican's past you will go back and investigate and report. But why, when it comes to Bill Clinton, will you? And it happened 4 or 5 times yesterday on CNN alone, where CNN hosts and hostettes attempted to shut down any reference whatsoever to Bill Clinton in the 90s. Ain't going to fly.